got locked up in the psych ward for 4 days and 5 nights. I don't know if you knew that, Jim.
These days, that becomes a badge of honor, Scott.
Welcome everyone, this is Sandy Hook Facts from sandyhookfacts.com. I'm your host C.W. Wade. The date is November 20th, 2015. This is a debunking of the book authored by Jim Fetzer, James Tracy, and Wolfgang Halbig, among a few others. The book is demonstrably lying to their readers, and it's basically debunked trash from beginning to end. The two pieces of evidence we're going to look at today include the Shannon Hicks photos, and the claim that the electronics in the Yogananda house is all outdated stuff. It's all from 2008 and such. Fetzer has accused us of cherry picking and debunking his book. However, these two pieces of evidence he himself calls his most important evidence. Especially this Shannon Hicks photo. He goes on interview after interview talking about these things with blog posts and such. So this is his big thing. So this is not cherry picking. This is taking his main evidence. So once we debunked this main evidence, it proves that his book is nothing but a work of fiction. Now Mike, Flagg, and Joel have already destroyed him on that photo that him and Crisis Actor were claiming was a certain time, and they showed that it was not, that, based on the shadows, it was in the evening of the 14th, which is obviously true, and we know to be true.
My previous video proved, beyond any doubt, that the photo Jim Fetzer and his super sleuth, Alan Powell, were trying to pass off as early in the morning and before the children were even at school was actually taken in the evening of December 14th. So now they've panicked, and their damage control strategy is to admit it's an evening photo.
He still is dancing trying to get out from under that debunking. Let's get into our debunking here. Let's look at the photos taken by Shannon Hicks as presented by James Fetzer. Now Fetzer takes 4 children. He circles 2 of them in red and 2 of them in green. And using these 4 children, he claims the entire group of children was simply reorganized and marched out for photo ops, essentially. So that's his claim. He circled the 2 children with black sweatshirts with a red circle, and he circled the 2 children with a gray sweatshirt with a green circle. Fetzer's deception technique he uses here is old hat to the hoaxers. They've done this quite a bit. We can remember they did this specifically with the Christmas trees. They blur the photo, and then they present their preformed conclusions based on an analysis of blurred photos. And that is all Fetzer has done in his book. The photos are readily available online, and you can look at non-blurry close-ups of the children circled in red in the black sweatshirt, and you can tell the sweatshirts are completely different. They have different logos on the front. One looks like maybe a ninja skateboard, and the other one I almost think says Sandy Hook School, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what it says there, but it's words on there. One has a picture, one has words. The hair is different. The face is different. The pants are different. The shoes are different, and these are obviously 2 different children. All right, but when you blur them up, it appears to be 2 young children with black sweatshirts on, so he declares them the same. But any reasonable looking at these 2, you can tell they're different. Likewise, if we look at non-blurry photos of the 2 children with gray sweatshirts on, we can easily tell that these are 2 different children. As a matter of fact, these 2 children are not even close, other than the fact they're both wearing gray sweatshirts, which is more than enough for the average hoaxer to declare these children are the same. And this is why we have hoaxers stalking random children out there, because they just make absurd conclusions. But again, the face is different, the hair is different, the pants are different, the shoes are different, and these are obviously two different children. In fact, this one, this gray sweatshirt one, isn't even close. No rational person could conclude that these 4 children are the same. So this is blatant misinformation, and he used blurry photos to spread his misinformation. So, once we conclude that Fetzer is hoaxing his readers with his main piece of evidence, using obvious intentional deception, we can declare his entire book is a hoax and a complete work of fiction. And that's exactly what it is. He has hoaxed his readers. Now, Fetzer wrote his book, and he makes the claim that all the electronics at Yogananda are outdated. Now, I'm sure we all have old electronics in the house, and there's no doubt there are older electronics in that house, as there is in everyone's house, most likely. I know in my house. But Fetzer's presentation of his evidence, his offer of proof, is this blurred up photo of the printer. He writes, "The whole house," this is his declaration, "has electricals from 2008 or earlier. A Dell Inspiron laptop imaged 25. Then he presents this as Exhibit 34, this Brother MFC printer fax from around that era. Fortunately, we can go to the report. We can get a clear photo of that printer. We can clearly see the model number on it. The machine is a Brother MFC J825DW. The printer was released to decent reviews in PC Mag and Amazon.com and these other places in late 2011, not 2008. I found this brochure that shows pre-sales of this device began in August 2011. The very first Amazon customer review of this product was October 23rd, 2011. So here again, I mean, he could have easily Googled this machine up. This is intentional misinformation. And this is why his book is complete fiction. It's a hoax. He is a hoaxer, hoaxing his readers, and he's making a profit off of this hoax. Everything in this book is a lie, and it's written by a bunch of liars. And that's it for this one. This is just a quick debunking of Fetzer. I wanted to put this out there, especially on the day that Amazon has finally stood up, taken a stand against these hoaxers, and I think that is excellent news. That is excellent, 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 and I'm very happy to hear that. So, that'll do it for this episode. I'm C.W. Wade. You can visit my blog from sandyhookfacts.com and take a look at other debunkings and other things going on. There's a lot of things going on around the hoaxer world, and I try to keep up with it on my blog. And that'll do it. Have a good one.
Can he stay on his feet?